Hello guys, my name is Marco. So on this video, what I want to do is I want to talk about college and getting into college. I'm gonna give you guys my thoughts, my opinions, and whatever I can to help you guys a little bit out. Okay. So right now you probably are thinking about college. You know, you're thinking about college and everything like that. You're kind of stressed out about it. You know, which is fine. Everybody feels stressed out when they're gonna go to college or going to places like that, everything like that. And right now, everything, it's all about, oh, which school should I go to? And everything in your mind, it's more like, you know, where I'm gonna go or what am I gonna do and everything like that. So right now, you're like full on thinking college mode. One of the things that I would recommend, if you're a person that does not know what they want to study in college or something like that, this is something that I would recommend from personal experience, okay? A little bit personal experience, okay? Is to take a semester off. Take one semester off from school, meaning that don't start college right after high school. Don't do that. Why? Because you're going to be really stressed out. It's going to be really stressed out. So just take one semester off, get a job, work, and do a lot of those things, which is fine. You know, and once you get a job and stuff like that, you have time to think. Or don't get a job and just like relax a little, think about it. But at the same time, you'll become really accustomed to that. So recommend not sort of doing that. But one of the things that I will say is that as you get a job, you're saving money and stuff like that to get into college and stuff like that. And you probably will know exactly what you want to do. So that's one of the things. But if you're a person that already knows what they want to do in college, stuff like that, then don't do any of that stuff and just apply to your college you want to go to and go to that college or university or whatever. Now, here's the thing. Now, I would like to say this. Anything I'm going to say right now, it all depends on where exactly you're going to. If you go to university, college, or stuff like that, to me, I only have experience with community college because that's the one I went to. So all of these things could apply to whatever college or school, whatever you're gonna go to, or it could apply to that, you know, or not. Okay. So now, the second one is to a lot of people get loans and stuff like that. One of the things that I will say is that don't feel like very hesitant to get help. A lot of people are like, oh, I want to be independent. I don't want help from my parents. I don't want like this and that, you know, and then later on they get a loan, and I'm like, isn't that the same thing? When you get a loan, you have to pay it back, and that's what a loan is. You get money, you get help from a person, from an office or whatever, and then they give you money, and that's like a loan thing. Soon you're gonna have to pay it off. With your parents' help, it's sort of the same thing. But it's not so much in the loan terms because you don't really have to pay it off. But at the same time, it's more like if you want to give your parents back, like if you want to give your parents their money back, you can do it, and you're gonna feel fine. You're gonna feel great doing it because they're your parents. You're gonna feel much better paying them off than going to like an office and paying, oh, I have to do this, like a dragging thing. And sometimes your parent might want to give you money because they want to see you succeed or something like that. So at the same time, don't feel discouraged about, you know, getting help from people and stuff like that, then they might want to help you guys out. Now, like I said, this is not for everyone. If you want to be independent and just do it everything by yourself, by all means, do that if you want to do that. But just don't be afraid to get a little help because school, it's really expensive, and that's one of those things that you just want to get in there and be done with it. Now, the third one is to, when you go to school or anything like that, you know, here's the thing. One of the things that when it comes to like college and stuff like that is to make sure that you pick good classes, because there's classes that will involve with your career, and there's also classes that you just need to take in order to graduate or something like that. So my recommendation when it comes to those type of stuff is that is take one class that is that is difficult, and the other one that is much more easier. Like probably take 2 classes or maybe 3, because then after that, of course, it's gonna take you a while to graduate. But what you're gonna have is that you're gonna have more time to work on your homework and your stuff, right? And you have a better chance of graduating, and have less chance of failing a class, because a lot of people do fail classes. So that's one of the things that you don't want to do. You spend money in this class, and then you need money to continue the other classes. So there's that. So that's the third thing I will say. Okay. Now the other one is that textbooks. Textbooks are really expensive as hell. So one of the things that I have done, one of the things I started doing is that I went to a library and I rented a book. Now, a lot of people like to do is rent a book, use it for a while, and return it. Other people, they get it, and they scan a few pages, and there you go. To me, what I did is that I actually got the book, I rented it, meaning I gave my library card or my college card, whatever, and I got it, put it there, and then what I did is that I took pictures of the textbook, and that was pretty cool, because I took pictures of the textbook, as much pictures as I can, and that's about it. And then there's no hassle or anything like that. And also you can zoom in or upload them into like your laptop or something like that. But that's what I did, because it helped a lot, because I didn't have to pay like probably $200 or $300 or anything like that. I didn't have to do that. So that was really great. So I don't have all of that. I did that. That's a little thing that I will say. The other one is graphic calculator. Now, graphic calculators, what you can do is that you can actually like do this sort of like a rent thing, where you have to actually have like you rent it for this amount of money, and you can only use it for like amount of time. Like that way, you do need to pay for graphic calculators, like borrow it for a bit, and you're just gonna have there, and you're just gonna use it and stuff like that. And then what happened is that you're gonna have to keep, you're gonna need it. Because math is something that is a requirement for you to have in order to, if you pass math, you'll be good to go. So there's that stuff. So a lot of people will say, why not just like buy a graphic calculator? Well, one of the problems about buying a graphic calculator is that it's really expensive. Now, some people say, hey man, they have a friend or a homie or whatever, and then they're like, you know what, borrow a calculator, stuff like that. And it's great, I have done that. But the problem is that you still need to return them, and what if they need it? Now there where it becomes a really big problem, right? So one of the things that I've done, now here's the thing. This thing that I've done is not like a thing that I'm gonna say, oh, do this or something like that. You did not hear from me. I am gonna put in the description like the name of it or whatever, or may like that, but I don't want to give like websites or something like that, because I don't really want to be like the leading cost of this. What you can do is get a virtual calculator. And what a virtual calculator is basically, it's called a virtual graphic calculator. What it is basically, it's a graphic calculator but on your screen. And in most cases, you can get this thing for free. You don't have to pay for it. You just need to go online and look for a virtual graphic calculator and see and find like a free one, right? There's that. I will put down in the description like a name or something like that. But like I'm saying, dude, if you are gonna get one, get it from me, because to be honest, dude, I don't know if you get a free. If you get a virtual graphic calculator, you're not gonna get in trouble or anything like that. It's fine. I just don't want to be like that person that is spreading this information, and be stuff like, because there's that. There's videos online where it shows you where to get a free virtual graphic calculator or something like that. Unfortunately, you cannot put it on your phone. Maybe, I don't know, but you can have your laptop, you can use it there, so you don't have to pay for a graphic calculator, because graphic calculators are really expensive. But I only recommend this if you're a person that doesn't have any money or anything like that. Obviously, a lot of people will abuse it and be like, oh, I could just do this shit for free, But that's what I'm saying, dude. If you don't have money for a graphic calculator, then just do this, right? It's it's sort of free. So that's that. So the other one is once you get into school, college, you just want to go there, work really hard, and just get it done with it. Just finish it. Because in a lot of cases, okay, what you want to do is just get in there, get done with it. I mean, you get out of class, go to the library, work on your stuff, get done with it, and you'll be good to go. You know, even sometimes just take one day and actually get stuff done ahead of time. So then you have more time to do all the stuff. So once like, let's just say like the next day you get out and it's like you're already done with, like you got done with a few things. So you're a little bit extra ahead. So then after that you're going to be like, oh, I don't have nothing. Oh, I can do what the hell I want today because I finished this thing yesterday. It's always good to get stuff done first and then have fun later, because if you have fun later, you're really gonna have fun, you know. But if you have fun now, you still have the constant reminder or the worry that, oh yeah, I still need to do this. There's this one thing that I need to do, you know. So you still have that one thing. But if you get it done, you're like, I got it done, so I'm free. So that's one of the things that I would recommend. Just get stuff done. Now the last one that I will say is that college is very different than high school. I remember in high school, like I was with this person in my school, not in high school, but I was like, oh, she was talking, she was saying, man, when I was in high school, I used to get out of high school and I used to, man, me and my friends, let's go to the mall, let's do something, everything like that. Now it's just like, you know what, dude, I just feel like I want to go home. You know, I just feel like I want to do that. Or I go to the library, finish my stuff, and just leave. Yeah, it does get a little bit much more boring in college, just a little bit. But at the same time, you need to understand that the classes that you're taking is that you get to pick whichever class you want. That's great. And also the other thing is that you only have it for a certain amount of time. It's not like there are classes, you know, like let's say there's a class that it's only like 45 minutes or like an hour or something like that, or maybe 2, you know, and once you get out, yes, a bunch of people do get out at the same time, but not everyone, okay? Every single time is different. Yes, you can only go to school for like 2 hours. That's about it, or maybe 3, just depending on which class you take, which is great. You have a little bit of the idea that you can actually do, and people will say you have a little much more freedom, you know, to do certain things. But one of the things that I would say is that in high school, you do have freedom. You don't have to worry about certain things. So there's that. But yeah, overall, college is something that you have to do in order to graduate. No, actually, college is one of those things that you only want to go to college if there's something that you need and something that you want to be that is required you to have an education, like a diploma or something like that. Or other than that, dude, it just doesn't, because college is important. But a lot of times there's certain jobs or certain things that they don't really care about if you have a diploma or something like that. Okay, and I'm not saying that you shouldn't go to school. I'm just saying, dude, that all I'm saying is that it all depends on what you want to do in life. Because at the same time, it's like you want to get stuff done now, so then later on, even though there are some people that are famous, like actors, something like that, that eventually they did went to school and eventually they tried to graduate and they did. So it's better off just to get it done now than way later on and be like, probably want to get it done later or something like that, or I don't know. There's those things. So hopefully this video kind of helped you guys out a little bit. And like I said, dude, college is tough. Get into college, stuff like that. If you don't know exactly what you want to do, I recommend, you know,